What's up, everyone? This is El Destroyer 229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. Last time, we continued to explore Kamoshida's castle, and after quite the trial, we managed to make it to the treasure vault, where the treasure itself resides. However, we can't simply take it. We need to have Kamoshida be aware of his distorted desires. And to do that, we need to send a calling card. In this episode, we have the day off from school since it is Sunday, and we only have about a week before we are expelled. So, let's maybe not waste any time on this. We need to go and try to send the calling card, and I don't think... Yeah, I pretty much decided not to do that at the moment. But that's because we have a few other things that we need to do. Well, specifically one thing that we need to do. So before we actually head on over to where our friends are, we're gonna head on over to Shibuya really quickly. The reason why is that this is another one of these weekly events, and this is actually really important. Every Sunday, if you come down to Shibuya Station, you can head on over to this drink stand.
What do you want?
And I just realized that I did not actually check my TV because it's the shopping network today. Oh well, whatever. I think we can do that this evening. Anyway, so this is what is important with the drink stand. If you go on any other day, they will be sold out of these drinks. But every Sunday, they have a unique drink. And these will cycle through on a weekly basis if you decide to actually take them. So, at a cost of 5,000 yen, you can buy one of these drinks and get a small boost to one of your social stats. For today, this will increase our charm. And this does not take up time. So this is one of those few events in which you can use in order to gain more social stats and still have an action for the day. So we're gonna go ahead and get that. Ugh. After that, we get a boost of charm. Hooray! I don't think we've done anything in charm so far. All right. So yeah, you can just do that every Sunday, and you will just gain a free point to a dedicated social stat. It's very nice. So now that we're done with that, and that I forgot to go to the shopping channel, let's head on over to Aoyama Ichome. And head on over to the, well, to where our friends are. I'm pretty sure you can still go to the shopping channel as long as it's on Sunday. It doesn't matter if it's during the day or night. So I don't think we're screwed out of getting what's available today. If we are, well then I'll just reset. Okay. Well, let's head on over to the hideout.
It's finally time. Are you ready?
That's why we secured the route to begin with.
Now then.
So that is very important to note. Once you take a treasure from a palace, you will no longer have access to that palace. It will disappear and you cannot go back to it for the rest of the game. This isn't like the dungeons in Persona 4 where you can just go back to them whenever you feel like. Once you're done in a palace, if there are any treasures that you have not gotten, you cannot get them. So, a few things to note when sending out the calling card. You want to make sure that you do all of your preparations before you send the calling card. Sending the calling card counts as your action for the day. So if you need to do any shopping beforehand, you need to do that before you send it out. In addition, you cannot head out at night if you send out the calling card. You won't be able to leave LeBlanc that evening. There are a few things you can do for your time that can still be helpful, but it can only be done within the confines of LeBlanc. And then, once you send the calling card, the next day, you will head into the palace. And like it mentions here, the palace will collapse and you will be unable to enter the palace again once you steal the treasure. So if there is any chest that you have missed because you did not have lockpicks, make sure that you have enough lockpicks before sending out the calling card. Or that you've already opened them. Now, you can enter the palace even if you have the ability to send a calling card, but there's not really any reason to do so. I mean, if you are able to send out the calling card, you're pretty much good to take on the palace at that point. So, not really much of a reason to hold the meeting. We know exactly what we're going to do. Let's send the calling card.
Kamoshida, that bastard's going down. Tomorrow's finally the day.
So we send the calling card in the morning and carry out the plan by the end of the day, right?
Correct. The effect won't last that long. Are you worried?
Waited too long.
Perfect.
Going to pull this off no matter what.
So, who's going to write the card?
Leave it to me.
Why?
Why? Why wouldn't it be me?
This is important. Are you sure you can handle the pressure?
I must agree.
I really want to get him good. Let me write it. Come on, please.
Ryuji, are you absolutely sure you can do this? Not only to actually write the card, but to make sure that it's not us. That's important too, you know?
Seriously, it had better not have spelling errors in it, okay? The embarrassment would kill me. Oh, and make sure they won't be able to tell who wrote it.
That is especially important.
I know.
All right then. Tomorrow it is. You'd better not slack off on this. Well then.
You got it, Morgana. Oh. Logo? Okay, Sarah? Whatever. Counting on you guys.
Well then.
Thank you, Morgana. Yeah, I figured you could actually do this at night as well. As long as you do check out the TV at some point on Sunday, you can decide whether or not you actually want to, you know, view the home shopping channel. So what exactly is the home shopping channel? Well, it functions pretty similarly to how it did in, more specifically, Persona 3. Because the home shopping channel will have one item that you can purchase for the day. So you can buy an item off the TV, and then in a few days it will be delivered to LeBlanc. And it only airs on Sunday, just like in Persona 3 and Persona 4. And there are some rather unique items that you can find on various days. Sometimes there'll be really good deals, and sometimes it'll be absolute crap. You never know unless you tune in. So today, it's a party in a can. So it's an HP recovery item. And it is available for 1,980 yen. Let's see. I'm just speeding through this because this is just, you know, flavor text. 1980 yen for 4 party in a can. I'm trying to remember what exactly that does. I think it recovers like 50 HP for all allies. Obviously, this isn't going to be good for our exploration tomorrow. But, I don't think we really necessarily need this item. It's a decent recovery item, but I don't think it's strictly necessary for us. I know. And unfortunately, there's a new host for the shopping network. Sadly, Tanaka is no longer airing on the, well, on the airwaves. It's a shame, but unfortunately, I guess his dealings got the better of him. I don't know, maybe he's doing some shady deals on the internet or something. Heck if I know. But anyway, now we can do something to prepare. Now, there isn't a lot that we can do in preparation, but one thing that we can do, and it's probably the one thing that we are always going to do when sending out a calling card, is making infiltration tools.
I see.
This is one of the few things that you can do on the day before stealing a treasure. Now, ooh, I don't have any silk yarns. Crap. That is a problem. That is a huge problem. Okay, I mean, I still have a spare lockpick, which is nice. Oh, wow. Wow, I really can't make a whole lot, can I? Okay. This was not expected. Sethanol's really useless, though. I mean, lowering the palace's security level isn't that helpful in the slightest. A smoke screen or a go home would, but I don't have either of those either. Crap. And I can only make one element set as well. Okay,
What's up?
Well, I think I may want to go out and buy some silk yarn. I think I'll do that. Alright, well, thankfully that didn't take too long to get those. Thankfully, you can buy those items from the secondhand shop here in Yongenjaya.
I see.
So I went and bought 2 silk yarns, so that way we can make a couple more lockpicks.
Okay.
You may want to try to, at least at some point in the game, look into making these other items, because there is a trophy associated with creating every type of infiltration tool at least once. But early on in the game, I'd say just focus on the lockpicks.
What are your thoughts?
Because lockpicks are super helpful. And you're gonna want a lot of them.
Okay.
Damn.
What are your
Oh well,
thoughts?
it wasn't really necessary that we get the bonus. This was just a way to get a couple extra lockpicks for the future. Yeah. Ranku up! Yes! We are now rank 2 proficiency.
Alright.
Awesome!
Well then.
Now you will notice that there were those stars that came, and as well as a slight audio cue. You will, like, notice these, like, minute audio and visual cues if you have reached a certain rank up, or if you have enough points to progress in someone's confidant. There are just these subtle cues that you can pick up on. It's actually really nice, so that way you know at an instant whether or not, like, you have enough points for the next rank up, or the next rank in your social stats. But enough about that. For now, we get a good night's sleep, and we see just how Ryuji set out that calling card.
Hey!
But not before we get some reading done. Alright, so at this point, oh, I mean, eventually I'm going to read that Yoncha Wanderer. Not really super important. That might be just something that I just brush off until towards the end of the game. But anyway, we are reading the book on Zoro.
Yep.
You really love Zoro.
Hey!
Maybe about halfway. And that's just a, again, flavor text. I'll probably just skip those from now on, because it's pretty much identical.
Oh!
It's really freaking good.
Whoa!
We'll see. So yes, another item that you could get at the diner. We saw when we got that coffee before. I believe it increases kindness. But anyway, onwards to the story.
A calling card?
I heard it was already posted by the time everyone got here this morning.
Sir Suguru Kamoshida, the utter bastard of lust. We know how shitty you are, and that you put your twisted desires on students that can't fight back. That's why we have decided to steal away those desires and make you confess your sins. This will be done tomorrow, so we hope you will be ready. From the Phantom Thieves of Hearts. Wow.
Not bad, huh? I looked up a bunch of similar stuff online for reference.
Yeah. I know what you wanted to say, but it sounded like an idiot trying to be an adult.
Your logo's a little lacking too.
Okay, you know what? That ain't true.
Did Mr. Kamoshida do something wrong?
Does this mean the rumors are true?
Wait a sec. Is someone gonna take something from Mr. Kamoshida?
What's with this weird logo? And who are these Phantom Thieves of Hearts people? It got everyone excited, so it's all good, yeah?
Who's responsible for this?
Look at that. A predictable reaction for someone who knows what we mean by distorted desires.
I think it's hitting him pretty hard.
Did you do this, or was it you? Was it you two?
What are you talking about, sir?
So you're playing dumb? It's not a problem. You'll be expelled soon enough anyway. Come, steal it if you can.
Judging from Kamoshida's response, I'm sure we had an effect on his palace.
Does that mean the treasures appeared? We'll be able to get it today, right?
It's not just today. It's only today. The impact of seeing a calling card doesn't last long, and it cannot be repeated. This will be our one chance to steal the treasure.
One day's more than enough for us.
Yeah. We've got it to appear, and we've got a route set. We'll take that bastard's treasure.
Well then.
And now we are in the palace. We cannot leave until we steal the treasure. And notice that security is extremely heightened.
Focus.
The security level is set to 99% whenever the person is aware that their treasure is about to be stolen. And during the infiltration, it will not dip below 70%. So enemies are going to be a lot more plentiful, though some will respawn immediately after you kill them. And overall, traversing the palace is going to be a lot more treacherous. Now, you still have access to fast traveling. So we could just go straight on over to the throne room, to that safe room right before, well, the treasure room. So we can bypass the entire dungeon and head straight on over to where the treasure resides. I'm not gonna do that though. I think it's a lot more fun if we can actually go about and traverse through the palace normally, making full use of the shortcuts that we've been able to access throughout our exploration through the palace. I think that would be a lot more exciting than just going straight to where the treasure is. And that's what we're going to be doing for all palaces. Now, for... This usually isn't that big of a deal. There is one palace that I'm absolutely dreading doing this for. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Other than that palace, every other palace, this is actually not a bad way to go through this. And I kind of wish that the game did sort of lock you out in using fast travel points. So that way you had to make use of just actually infiltrating the place. Making use of everything that you have uncovered to this point. All the shortcuts you've been able to get through, everything that you've been able to overcome. I think that would have been a very good way to be able to go through the palace if the fast travel option was disabled. But I can sort of see why, in case you want to head back or change your personas. I can sort of see why they didn't do that. But do know that we aren't going to be using fast travel when stealing a treasure. So by accessing this lift, we skip a great portion of the palace. Then all we have to do is just make our way on over to where that treasure resides. So, let's wait for that shadow to turn around. Yeah, he's turning around again. There are still normal shadows, plus you do need to be a little bit more aware of them.
Show me your
but
true form.
they still shouldn't be that big of a deal. Plus, there's actually unique dialogue for fighting normal enemies while going to steal a treasure. So we can just take down this succubus and, well, get a little bit more money as well. Getting a little bit more money, get a little bit more experience.
Yeah, nice.
You don't have time to sit around.
So yeah, like I said, there's even unique dialogue for just fighting normal enemies when going to take on... Well, when going to fight the... Well, when going to take the treasure. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's keep going. You did notice that the... Crap. You did notice that the security level did go down. Like I said, it won't drop below 70%. So you will have to deal with heightened security throughout going through this.
Beat him quick and go straight for our target.
I'll just knock down that pixie, and yeah, I think we're good. And then switch on over to us.
Not over yet.
Shoot you down.
Looking cool, Joker.
Then, let's see, Andra, Korobguru would probably be good. Take down these barracks.
Looking cool, Joker.
Alright, I know this might be a little bit wasteful to use up SP like this, but I do still have a couple sodas, so I can still recover some minor SP. And it doesn't hurt to get more experience and money. Or materials.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I mean by enemies immediately respawning as well.
Now's not the time to stick around and fight.
Because sometimes that will happen as well.
Out of the way!
Okay. Damn it.
Come on, Joker.
Okay, so just keep weakening this Andras.
Get it on the floor.
Use Panther to knock him down.
Yes, Panther.
And we'll go for experience. Alright, from this point onward, I'm probably going to skip fights because I've pretty much shown all that I want to fight, or want to show off.
Okay.
Yeah, plus if they respawn like that,
I can feel it.
it doesn't actually lower the security level either. And we gotcha!
True form.
And I leveled up.
All right. Level up.
Perfect.
Okay.
No match for me.
You can get it now.
It's not moving. Later, sucker! Oh, crap. Well, I'm glad the other one decided not to turn around.
I can feel
All we have
it.
to do is just wait for him to get close. And you're not gonna come this way? Really? I have to do everything myself.
I'll reveal your true form.
Oh, great
Time
reinforcements.
for these small fries. Clean 'em up.
Okay, so yeah, sometimes that will happen too. If two enemies are relatively close to each other, taking down one might spawn in more. You gotta be careful about that as well. Damn it, Skull.
You did it, Skull.
Alright, switch on over to Panther.
You go right there. Pass the baton and
And Panther, there we go.
again, Panther. This is a holdup.
Why'd you hit that other succubus? Save on your ammo. Not that big of a deal, though. And it also just goes to show that you should wait until you see that flashy animation if you take down an enemy with an all-out attack. Because that is your surefire indication that they are completely been taken care of. Oh, sweet. And Ryuji learned Headbutt. Medium chance to forget, plus it's a medium physical attack, too. Ooh, that's really nice. Perfect! An Ongatarunda.
Okay.
That is super incredibly helpful.
That was easy.
Alright, let's not bother with that one. Just get closer to the treasure. Alright, I don't think there would be any enemies, because these are the rotating scythe
I have
blades.
something.
Yeah, and this has been taken care of. Eh. Gotta watch out for this guy. But he's not that big of a deal. Bunch of flying enemies! Well, that sort of sucked. But hey, at the very least, Morgana. Ooh, yes, he got Medea! Oh, this is, well, one good reason why I wanted to keep fighting was because everyone had good skills at level 11. Oh, that's going to be so good. And his next skill is Lucky Punch. This is actually a very interesting skill in which it barely does any physical damage, but has a super high chance to land a critical hit. So this isn't really good for dealing damage, but it is excellent for knocking down enemies.
All right.
That'll be really nice.
Next.
That, though, really sucked. Because the problem when enemies spawn in like that is that you can't really ambush them. And that succubus used Marin Karin on Skull, And then those incubi both used life drain on Mona. So that kind of sucked. Let's go ahead and use one of these on Morgana as well. And there we go. Let's get back to the infiltration.
I can see it.
Yeah, I don't think there are any treasures here. If there were, they would have been in, like, the earlier rooms. Alright, and this is where we fought that Mara.
It's somewhere.
I don't think there are any treasures here that we haven't already gotten. So we just climb up these stairs. Climb up here.
I can see it.
And head on through this door. Almost there. There's one more shadow we could potentially fight, but he's basically... Oh. Interesting. The throne room is actually open to us now.
Come on, man.
Probably all preoccupied somewhere else.
Focus.
I'm not sure if there's actually any sort of actual treasure that's here.
I can see it.
Like, I really don't think there's any chest, but I'm even looking for, like, hidden treasure. But I don't believe there is. Yeah, that area just doesn't have anything to begin with. But we made it. Once we enter through there, that will be where the treasure resides. So before we head in there, I'm going to use my last Water of Rebirth on myself. I will use one of these recovers on Skull. And I could recover a little bit more SP, but I don't think that's really necessary. Let's go.
Oh, yeah! The treasure has appeared!
Man, it's huge.
There's one big crown.
What do you think? It's just as I said. Now we can steal it. Oh, the shine brings tears to my eyes.
It kind of pisses me off. Why is it so pretty? Isn't this Kamoshida's desires?
Treasure!
The cat's acting awfully excited.
Mona, are you alright?
What's wrong? Is something...
Mona, you're getting way too excited for something we haven't stolen yet. Well, we've lost him.
All right, that's enough, you stupid cat.
Yeah. Forgive me for displaying such an insolent sight in front of a lady.
You were completely out of character, too. What was that about?
I couldn't stop it either. To think I'd be drawn to human desires this much. Doesn't that prove that I'm human?
How should we know?
Anyway, you guys need to carry it.
All you do is bark orders. Still, that was easier than I thought. I thought for sure there'd be some insane trap or something.
This palace will disappear if we take this back, right? And Kamoshida will change, too.
That should be the case.
Good. Now's our chance, then.
Let's get this thing out of here.
It's heavy.
Oh, yeah, it is.
To think it'd go so well. I've even found 3 Persona users in the process. My judgment was correct. I made the right choice in making a deal with you.
That's great, Mona. And it is at this point that we finally get Baton Pass on Morgana.
All right.
So hooray! We can now use that with all of our party members.
Go, go, let's go, Kamoshida!
Oh! Ah!
I won't let anyone take this. This proves that I am the king of this castle. It is the core of this world.
That rat bastard. That's how he sees me, isn't it?
Yo, pervert! Were you waiting to ambush us?
I just made it easier to find you. I'll dispose of you myself. Right here, right now.
That's our line, you sexually harassing D-bag!
What a selfish misunderstanding.
How is it a misunderstanding? You were doing things that you kept in secret from others.
People around me were the ones who kept it secret. Adults who want to share in my accomplishments. Students who have the drive to become winners. They willingly protect me so that we all may profit from it.
Profit?
There are too many imbeciles who don't understand that. Including naive brats like you and that girl who tried to kill herself.
True, she's a total idiot. Letting you manipulate her, trying to commit suicide. But I'm even more of a dumbass for not realizing that. But no matter what kind of fool someone might be, they don't need your permission to live their lives!
Drop the attitude, you mediocre peasant. There is no wrong in using my gifts for my gain. I'm a cut above all other humans.
Above? You mean beneath? You're a goddamn demon obsessed with your sick desires!
That's right. I'm not like you. I am the demon who rules this world!
What the hell?
I'm allowed to do whatever the hell I want!
You're wrong!
Class is in session! You goddamn no-good shitty brats! Haven't you been taught not to point at people? Huh?
Look! The treasure's over there! We should catch him off guard and steal it! Let's attack him and wait for that opportunity. Finally, we can take on Kamoshida himself. Everyone, let's do this!
It's time.
Using other people because you yourself was revered as an idol, as an icon. That is despicable. You can have fame and greatness and still have a positive impact on people, allowing them to rise up through their own merits. But using them, having their trust and using it for your own sick and twisted desires. Whether it's to beat them in anger, to sexually abuse, and possibly even rape them. And using your influence and power to silence everyone around you. Those students that you abuse, their parents who want their kids to have a good future. Teachers and the principal who want to have as good a reputation of the school as possible. Utilizing all of those fears and using that for your own selfish gain. You are not worthy to teach. You are not worthy to have any influence on anyone's life. Your power has gone straight to your head, Kamoshida, and it is time we take those distorted desires of yours. So now, we fight Suguru Asmodeus Kamoshida, the demon of lust. Kamoshida has no weaknesses or resistances, and he knows the skills: Volleyball Assault, Golden Knife, Tongue Wrap, Lick, Libido Beast, Lustful Slurp, and Gold Metal Spike. You'll notice that these are all unique skills given to Kamoshida. So be on the lookout for all of what he is capable of. Persona! For what we are going to be doing first, Rakukaja, actually, having slime wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea. Resist physical, has high endurance. Slime actually wouldn't be a bad choice. You know, I will just switch the slime. I'll use Rakukaja on Panther.
Alright.
Skull. Tarukanja on yourself. You have pretty high attack and you have a decent attack now. Mona. Not much for you to do, but use Garu. And Panther, who just learned Tarunda, can use that. So Volleyball Assault is just a basic attack that can hit anywhere from 1 to 3 times. Not really all that powerful, but the multiple attacks can be a little bit frustrating. At the very least, though, now that we've lowered his attack, ooh, I might actually want to switch on over to Andras to lower his defense as well. Might do that next turn. Although, now that I think about it... Ow, why is he getting 3 hits every time? Okay, thankfully that one was just a 1. Actually, I won't. I think I'll save that for another go. I will just use Lunge. Skull, just beat him up normally. Mona. We're doing good, but I'm just gonna heal up.
Sorry.
Oh, that's a big help.
That way we're all in good health. And then use Augie. Libido boost.
He healed himself? Is it because he ate those inside there?
So yes, he has the ability to heal himself. And now that he's done that, we can actually target the Trophy of Obsession. Doesn't have any weaknesses or resistances, doesn't attack or anything. It's just there in order to have him heal. And
You're mine.
we need to take care of it.
You don't know what this is for, so stop touching it. Don't do it anymore. Got it? I've warned.
When someone tells us not to do something, it makes us want to do it even more.
Clearly, he doesn't know how troublemakers think.
There!
Alright, I'll have Skull buff himself back up. Mona, go ahead and attack the trophy. And, well, that's not bad. Just have Panther attack it as well. Uh-oh. Oh, that sort of hurt. And Lustful Slurp, which I believe buffs one of his stats. Yeah, it buffs his attack. Great. Well, I definitely know what Panther's gonna be doing. As for right now, go ahead and just keep attacking that trophy. Oh, that was a good hit. Have Mona attack as well, and then Panther, Tarunda. I don't have Dekaja on anyone, so I'm just gonna have to do that. Uh-oh. Thankfully, I resist physical. Ooh, okay. Well.
You're mine.
I'm going to want to have Panther guard, but
No way! This was from when I won the National!
Alright!
perfect.
You think you can get away with doing such a thing? Do you realize who I am? I am Kamoshida! Don't you get it?
So what? You're just a man who's obsessed with power. I honestly don't give a rat's ass who you are.
I'm gonna keep saying, I am Kamoshida! I'm the king!
You look down on everyone, but you're seriously lame right now.
We came all this way to steal that. Will you just give it up and hand it over?
Silence! I won't let the likes of you have this!
Fine. Then we'll take it by force.
You still have the energy to say things like that? Then we're going to up our game as well.
Let's do this.
I'm the king! If I'm not, then who is?
We won't get anywhere with brute force.
So, this is another aspect that can happen whenever we are in an official boss fight. Sometimes there are certain additional actions that we need to take in order to get anywhere in the fight. Sometimes we greatly expedites the process, and sometimes it is necessary. So, we need to be able to perform a certain action by sending a party member out in order to fulfill it. This will mean that they will be out of commission while they go and do this action. But, if they are successful, then it greatly benefits us in the battle itself. So, we may be down a party member, but if we can last that long, we will be greatly rewarded.
What do we do?
He's obsessed with that crown. I say we knock it off his head.
I see. In that case, time for Plan B. Look over at that terrace. While the others are drawing Kamoshida's attention, have someone go there. Let's steal the treasure without him noticing.
Okay, so once it gets back to our turn, we'll be able to send someone over there. At this point, I'm going to have Mona heal up everyone.
Thank you!
Let's see, he was staring at Panther before. I'm going to use Tarunda, though. Ow. Oh, nice dodge! So, you will be given an option whether or not you want to do this. There are a few instances in which you really shouldn't use this type of strategy. but they are few and far between. In this particular instance, we absolutely want to do this.
I can go whenever you want.
So we get to choose someone in our party to go about and take that crown.
Time to show you my skills.
Ugh, gross. He keeps looking at me.
And you want to pay attention to how your party members respond, because sometimes certain party members might not be the most effective way to do that. In this particular instance, Kamoshida is keeping a close eye on Panther. So sending her would be a very bad idea. But if we were to send Mona or Skull, then we would have a much better chance at success. I will be sending
Time to show you
Mona.
my skills. Keep him distracted by attacking him. Yup. Attack Kamoshida. Keep him busy.
And that's why I had Mona heal, because I don't have any persona with Dia. So the only person that can heal at this point is Panther. But at this point, I will go ahead and... Oh, no. I'll stick the slime for the time being and just attack normally. Oh, really? Okay, Tarukaja on yourself. Panther can use Augie.
Listen up. This school exists because I'm around. You're the only ones who don't respect me, you know?
It's all going as planned. Time to use this opportunity to take the treasure.
How dare you keep defying me? Looks like I gotta bring out the big guns. Slaves! Bring over you know what? Time for my kill shot from when I was active and rocking it. Kill shot, as in, I'll make the kill.
It feels like he's gonna attack. Keep your guard up.
Yeah, so he is preparing his most powerful attack at this point. I'm gonna buff up my defense. Skull. Go ahead and attack, because it takes a little bit for him to actually trigger that. I'll extend how long his attack is down. Oh, shoot! I thought he took more than that. Okay, well, thankfully, not only did Panther dodge, but that was also really not all that powerful. Plus, I resist physical. Thank goodness for slime.
Sexually harassed anyone. They came on to me because they wanted to get on my good side.
He hasn't noticed a thing here. Good. Just a little more to the treasure.
One's in position. Alright, all we have to do is just keep on dishing on the damage. Panther, go ahead and heal up Skull.
Sorry.
I want to
Ow.
say goodbye.
And he's gonna buff up his attack. Okay, that's not too bad. Although it is really unsettling whenever he just does that with that
Kamoshida, keep him busy.
cognition of Panther. Well, just go ahead and keep attacking.
Is there one less of you? No, they're missing. Where'd they go?
It's already check and me. Good. Kamoshida's shaken up.
I think we can do this.
Perfect. And, crap. But his defenses are a lot lower. So now is the time to bring on the hurt. he'll be down like this for a little while longer. Ooh, but he can still attack. Alright, now is the time to finish this. So who do I want to give this experience to? Silky? I could certainly use some sort of healing. Actually, yeah, I think so. I've been in need of a healing persona for a little while. So let's finish this. Down goes Kamoshida.
All right, level up.
And I leveled up. And
Okay.
Silky got Dia.
Another tool for our mission.
Next is Patra, which is alright, I guess.
All right.
And Sakimitama got Odaku Kaja,
Tool for our mission.
which is also nice. And its last skill is Resist Dizzy. It's okay. Not really too great.
What's wrong? Not running away? Why don't you run? Aren't you a great athlete?
It's always been like this. All those goddamn hyenas forcing their expectations on me. I'm doing this all for them! What's wrong about demanding a reward for that?
Now you're making excuses? We'll do something about that distorted heart of yours.
Scared? Right now, you're seeing the same view that Shiho did. I'm sure she was scared too. Except she had no choice but to jump. What will you do? Will you jump? Or would you rather die here?
Do you want to finish him off? It's your call.
No, please wait. I beg you. Just forgive me.
Shut up. I bet everyone told you the same. But you took everything from them!
I accept defeat. You want this? Take it. Go ahead and finish me off. You do that, and my real self will go down too. You have that right, since you've won.
On!
If his mind shuts down, he can't admit his crimes.
You're kind, Lady Ann.
I've lost. You're through when you lose. What am I supposed to do now?
Atone for your sins. Make sure that you regret everything that you've done. And try to find some way to make amends.
Alright. I will leave now and return to my real self. I'll make
Hey, just so you know, we don't have time to waste. This place is about to collapse.
Run!
We're gonna die! We're so gonna die! Hey, what the?
No fair, you jerk! It's been a while, so I just tricked this.
That sucked.
Look at the nav.
The destination has been deleted.
It's true. We can't go there anymore.
What about the treasure?
Right here.
What the?
A medal? Oh, wait, where'd that crown go?
What's going on?
It means that was the source of Kamoshida's desires. To him, this medal is worth as much as that crown we saw in the palace.
An Olympic medal. So, that perv kept clinging to his past glory and couldn't let it go.
But this means that Kamoshida's heart might have changed, right?
Probably.
Our expulsion's on the line here.
This is the first successful example for me, too. However, there's no doubt that this has affected Kamoshida's personality quite a lot. The entire palace disappeared, after all.
I feel all antsy. Ain't there a way to check now?
I don't think so. But we'll know soon enough. If we see any change in Kamoshida, we'll know that we've made a difference.
Right.
Come on, why the gloomy faces? Be happy! We completed this with great success, you know.
We just don't know if everything's okay yet.
I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. Remember how Kamoshida's shadow said that he's returning to his self in reality? Suguro Kamoshida was a scum. Still, he did seem to regain his conscience somewhat at the end.
I'm sure it worked. We just have to be a little patient.
There are definitely those who have been saved thanks to what you've done.
Yeah.
Anyways, I guess we gotta wait. It all boils down to what's gonna happen to Kamoshida. Or if we're getting expelled for real.
Come on. Let's go home.
Yeah. Let's go.
Ah, you're back.
Hey, you helped too, Lon. Yeah, he did. He says he's amazing. Well, we did it. We managed to steal the treasure, and all we have to do is wait to see if the effects rolled in. That's all we can do at this point. And with a week until our expulsion, I certainly hope it worked. But we're exhausted. Mission accomplished, but I need some sleep. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 5. We're gonna head back to our room and let the day roll on. We've got a week until we see the effects of our exploration into the palace. But we just gotta hope that Kamoshida has his change of heart by then. That's literally the only thing we can do now. Until next time, everyone. Take care.